Come on, City. I'm recording my match preview just as Liverpool have lost 1-0 to Brentford. Manchester City are 6 points clear. Yep, that's right, Jurgen. Manchester City are 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League and things look absolutely wonderful. I bloody love it. The magic number of 6. I'm so excited right now. And of course, this is a chance to preview the Brentford game tomorrow as well, where we get a chance to put 9 points ahead of Liverpool on the board. Of course, we'll have a game in hand, but those numbers do matter right now. I'm so excited. Come on, Leicester. Come on, Leicester. I'm also dead excited to talk to you about Onefootball. Go and do me a massive favour. Go and download Onefootball right now in the link in the description below, just so you can download that app, look at the Premier League table, got my tongue tied then, and look at the 6 point gap between Manchester City and Liverpool. That title gets ever so closer. Long way to go, of course, but you've got to enjoy it. And also, you can enjoy all the information and stats about Manchester City and the transfer gossip from around the footballing world as well. Help support my channel a little bit. Click the link in the description below or scan that QR code next to my face to get Onefootball sent straight to your phone. Come on, download it right now. Don't miss out. Oh, so good. So good. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. And of course, it changes absolutely everything about tomorrow's game. Excuse me. That's why I waited as well to do this match preview, because I knew that to this game, if Leicester somehow managed to get some points from Liverpool, it would change the dynamic of it absolutely loads. And it's happened. It's absolutely happened, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I cannot wait for this game of football tomorrow now, because obviously the importance is just rocketed. It's absolutely a chance to really put our foot on Liverpool's throat, and that sounds really aggressive, but you've got to do that to your opponents sometimes. Metaphorically speaking, not literally. I'm not advocating violence against Liverpool, of course. But right now, this is a chance to really put the pressure on them. And it feels wonderful. It really does. Of course, as well, it's bad news for Liverpool. It's massively bad news. Chelsea, of course, they're trying to hunt us down. Let me look at the Premier League table now. It'll go a bit dark because I was using my laptop to light my face. Both teams now, Chelsea, Liverpool, are 6 points behind. That's a long way, lads. That's an absolute long way. And fingers crossed we can extend that even further. Especially after the Leicester game, which was crazy. A 6-3 victory, of course, against Leicester. And now we've got Brentford. Our first ever Premier League game against Brentford. And I think it's our first game since like 97 or something like that against Brentford, full stop. And I'm kind of excited, actually, personally. I'm looking forward to playing a team that we don't really ever see Manchester City play against, you know? Brentford are a new Premier League team. They're a new team to watch, and I kind of love that, especially given the context of this. Like, we got to get them. Got to get them. We've got to really go for it, and I'm sure we will do as well. I mean, this game, obviously, it's just absolutely huge. I didn't see any quotes from Guardiola today, so sorry about that. I haven't got them up. I'm sure Guardiola, apparently he didn't do a press conference today. He just answered some questions after the Leicester game, so I'm sure whatever's there is not really up to date anyway, so they're probably not worth running through because they weren't really relevant to yesterday. But this game has got a few little things hanging over it. It could be Bernardo Silva's 150th Premier League game for Manchester City. And also, Riyad Mahrez is only 2 goals away from matching his best goal-scoring season in a City shirt in all competitions, which is 14, which I'm sure he'll get probably inside the next few games. And Mahrez absolutely on fire this season. 12 goals already. Been absolutely huge. As of Manchester City in general, we've won 9 games in a row, 9 league games in a row. And this 10th would be absolutely huge given the context of everything. In terms of the actual team news, unfortunately, John Stones is out. Walker looks like he's still out as well. Walker, it's either compassionate leave or COVID. I saw someone list it as COVID, actually. Rodri definitely still has COVID as well. Other than that, obviously, Ferran Torres today left Manchester City and joined Barcelona. I made a video on that, so you can go watch it after you finish watching this match preview if you want to. Go watch it. Go give it. Open a tab now. It'll be on screen. Open a tab and watch it after this. Help support the channel, be really appreciated. Let me know your thoughts as well, of course. But other than that is kind of the squad and where it's at. I probably missed out someone there, running through someone in my head. There'll be someone else I've missed out, but that is the main absentees. In terms of the actual lineup, well, it's really hard. It's really hard. Brentford are a very good footballing side. They play lovely football, but City will be looking to play to their own strengths, really. And if they play to their own strengths, it should be enough to get the 3 points. Ederson will obviously start in goal. He's fine. There were some rumours that Zinni and Cancelo might not be available, but thankfully they don't seem to be true. Cancelo and Zinni will be the fullbacks with obviously no Walker. And given the fact that Stones is not available, I can see Diaz and Laporte starting this game again. Ake probably be on the bench for this one. Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo and Zinchenko, I reckon it will be. Now, here I've been thinking long and hard about this. Will it be Fernandinho? Will it be Gundogan? I've got a feeling Fernandinho will rest and sit out of this game and play against Arsenal. I might be wrong there, but I feel like Gundogan will actually get the nod here, with Bernardo playing a little bit deeper alongside him and Kevin De Bruyne in midfield. So Gundo, Bernardo and De Bruyne. I could be miles wrong, but I'm just trying to guess what Guardiola thinks. And guessing what Guardiola thinks, it's obviously possible at times, but this is what I'm going for. Up front, it gets even more difficult. Mahrez has played a lot of games recently, so I think he might sit this one out. Not because he's done anything wrong, but just because he's been that crucial. And I think we've got a few fresh players, namely Grealish and Foden, maybe Jesus as well, who could probably get a bit of game time here. Having said that, I think he's going to go for width here. I think Foden will play on the left, with Raheem Sterling on the right. Sterling, of course, in great form at the moment. I think he's scored 5 goals, more than anyone else in the Premier League in December, actually, currently. And I think Jack Grealish will get a return to the team after his misdemeanours with Phil Foden. And I think he'll play as a false 9. I could be miles wrong. Could be Jesus who could start there. Cole Palmer could get a random rare start. Mahrez could, of course, play. But I'm trying to guess in terms of rotation, and I think this is what will happen personally. I might be wrong. I genuinely might be wrong, but this is what I reckon. In terms of Brentford, well, we all know they've got that very unique model. They've done a great job to get to the Premier League with their Moneyball approach. And Thomas Frank, in general, has done a really good job as well. Very likeable manager, actually. I kind of like Brentford as a whole, mainly because I like that they tried something different. And I always admire people who try to do things in a different way, go against the accepted norms. And Brentford have done that. Though I am a big fan of academy football, I admire their approach in general because it is interesting and it is different. And it has, well, it's led to them being exactly where they are right now, and you can't really criticise that approach. They've had some great games as well, put in some really good performances. I think it was against Chelsea, a particular standout performance. They have, though, just lost to Brighton 2-0, and quite convincingly, actually. Brighton definitely deserved that. And they're currently sat in 14th. Apparently, on expected points, which is an interesting stat. I guess this is based around how they should go with expected goals for and against, and then working out the points. They should be up in 7th, which suggests that they're underperforming based on their performances, underachieving results-wise based on their performances, which is really interesting, which shows obviously Brentford are a really good team. They've only won 2, though, out of the last 5 matches, so this is obviously a big game for them, and of course it will be. They've obviously lost as well, Brian Mbeumo. He's got a tight calf, apparently, after 41 minutes against Brighton. He came off, and they're also going to be out with missing Zanka, Christopher Aja, Josh De Silva, Rico Henry, Charlie Good, and David Raya. And also, I think Christian Norgard's suspended, and Janelt's got COVID as well. So they're missing a few players there, but they've still obviously got some good players. People like Ivan Toney as well, of course, who's won the most aerial battles of any player in the Premier League so far, which is a whopping 73. So you can't really take Brentford lightly, you can't, because they are a good team and they have raised the game and they've got absolutely nothing to fear against Manchester City. But at the same time, Manchester City really, really will understand what an opportunity this is right now. This is a massive opportunity, given the game that we just watched Liverpool losing to Leicester, given that we beat Leicester, given that this could put 9-point gap on the board, even if there is a game in hand. This game, it becomes absolutely crucially important because it gives us potentially headroom. If we win this game, and even if we drop points against Arsenal, it doesn't overly matter because we've got that gap right now. So we have to win this game. We simply have to, then get your likes of Rodri and Walker back, and hopefully things will be a little bit better there. But I reckon City will be up for this. I feel like they would have been sat at home tonight like I was, like you were. They'll be watching that game and understanding the absolute impact that this will have on Liverpool and their belief and their chances. And City will, in my opinion, come out and they'll be up for this. I mean, I'm expecting it to be a difficult game because Brentford are a good side. But I'm still expecting Manchester City to be really up for this. Guardiola will not suffer any falls in his pursuit of perfection. And Manchester City, currently, they have a very, very good opportunity to essentially put down a bit of a claim for the Premier League title already. I know that sounds really early, and it is really early. Let me look at the Premier League table again. We only played, this will be our 20th game, so we're only at the halfway point. But we can't deny the mental impact a game like this could have. Having said that, I think City are going to win this one. I think I'm going to go for 2-1. I think it's going to be 3-1. I reckon it'll be a relatively close game. I think they will score, but I think we'll pull away towards the end. I'm going to go 3-1 Manchester City. Hopefully I'm right on this one. I'm excited either way because Liverpool's loss, of course, has given us a little bit of leeway, which is always what you want. Liverpool, a very good side, but honestly, I think we're better, which is really, really lovely to say. City are brilliant. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. Not quite at the watch-along stage yet. I haven't quite got my office set up yet, but I will be soon back to live videos. As soon as I can get that set up, I promise you it will be. For now, I'm just sat doing videos on the windowsill, so I haven't got a studio yet. But then Nico's been painting tonight, and the floor should be done soon, and fingers crossed I'll be able to have an actual office. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So do watch alongs again. For now, though, I will be doing a match reaction, of course. Go watch the Ferran Torres video. Big love to all the patrons. Liverpool have dropped some points. City are brilliant. I love the patron producer, Scott Denby, of course. Like, comment, subscribe. Get me to 60k. I'm so close. What a wonderful evening. In a bit.